Lego Dimensions.
There's a new Midway level pack, and DC's got a whole new batch of characters.
Marvel Battleground.
Does Disney Infinity's Super Smash style game hold up?
All that and more on this episode of Watch,
Chat, Play. Thank you for joining us on our 4th episode of Watch, Chat, Play. My name is Devon.
And I am Cameron. And we're going to talk about 3 things pretty quickly this time around, keeping it a little shorter.
Yeah, our run times have been a little bit long. Our file uploads have been pretty big. So we're going to try to make it more narrow and concise because not everybody has a full half hour to watch. So we're thinking of you guys and we're wanting to make it better. So we're going to kick it off by starting with Lego Dimensions, which is pretty big. So a whole bunch of stuff just came out for Lego Dimensions.
Yes, the Midway Arcade Pack, which actually has 20 old arcade games in it. I have not played it myself. I have it sitting right on the table. I just gotta take it out, put it together.
So old school cabinet arcade like Galaga and Pac-Man and stuff like that. So
that's all that stuff.
So what does that mean? Like you play as a character and then you go and just play in different styles of worlds?
I honestly don't know. My guess is that they have like arcade machines that you'll go in and you'll play like Galaga or whatever because his accessory that you put together and it transforms or whatever, when you put it on, it makes a little arcade cabinet. So you could probably walk over to it and select one of the 20 games to play it.
Nice.
That's what goes on in my head. But like I said, I have not tried it yet, and maybe I'll have an update next week.
All right, cool. Well, you started out on Skylanders.
Yes.
And then you switched to Lego Dimensions.
Yes.
Why?
Lego Dimensions, Lego's always been a thing for me. I got rid of all my Skylanders just so I could do Lego Dimensions. They look cooler. They feel closer to my heart, I guess.
So is it more personable? I mean, because like with Skylanders, it's all original content except for Spyro, which they purchased.
Yep.
So then I'm looking, I'm seeing Batman, I'm seeing Shaggy from Scooby-Doo,
Yep.
I'm seeing like a whole bunch of stuff. Is it just your relatability to the source material that makes it interesting?
The fact that they're Lego minifigures and that they've intertwined like every dimension that they've done. The only one that I wish was in there was Star Wars.
All right, and then I saw you. You're posting pictures from. There's like a Doctor Who level.
Yeah.
Okay, and he was posting like picture after picture, and you kept on going on and on about like the detail. So
Yeah.
what do you mean?
Each of the Doctors, all the 12 Doctors, 13 Doctors if you including the War Doctor, they all had their own interior TARDIS. They had their own...
What is a TARDIS for people that don't watch?
The TARDIS is their time machine that they travel around in. It's the time and relative dimension in space is what it stands for.
Oh.
And the interior was different for every Doctor. And they actually took the time and care to meticulously build every single Doctor's interior for them. And whenever you die, you regenerate as the next Doctor down the line.
Nice.
So it is really, really cool.
Cool, I like that. That's pretty sweet. So knowing that you're into Lego Dimensions, would you ever go back and try, Superchargers out now for Trap Team?
I would try it, but I don't think I would jump in head first like I did the first time around.
Yeah.
Because I'm a little skeptical now.
Because the packs are on sale right now, depending on where you buy this kind of stuff. The old gen packs, I think, are $50. The new gen, I think, are on sale for $60. How much did you buy it for?
When I got it was $80.
And how much do you think you've spent?
Maybe 400. With it on sale, probably close to 200 though.
Okay, so then, is that okay with you? Do you feel like you're getting your bang for your buck? Because that's a heck of a lot of money.
My tower back here was $200, so it's like. This is actually a game I could play with. This is just an awesome display.
Right.
So I take it apart every year, put it back together just for funsies. So.
And I guess like that was my main question because like most games anymore, they're $60 out of the gates, and then you can add, if you want the full game experience, especially if I'm looking at you, EA, you have to buy the season pass, you have to buy the DLC if you want the full game experience. So you're looking at close to $100. So since you're nearing the 200 median, I was just wondering if $200 in and you are satisfied.
Oh, I want to get the platinum on this game, so I gotta have them all.
All right, cool, interesting. So I never got into Skylanders. I never got into Lego Dimensions. I have dabbled in Marvel Superheroes, Jurassic World, some of the other games, but it's just nothing enough to really hook me in. So I have very little to no desire to play either Skylanders or.
I'll convert you. Don't worry.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But my thing is Disney Infinity, so that's all me.
Oh yeah.
Last year they came out with version 2.0, which was the Marvel Superhero Edition. So you got Iron Man and Thor and Black Widow right away, and then you can get all the characters, Hulk and all that stuff, which is what my draw was because I'm very much a Marvel nerd, even though I'm wearing a Batman DC t-shirts. So we're very DC oriented on the show. But I'm more prone to Marvel, which doesn't make any sense. But I was always more taken with that because I like that source material. I think it's more interesting. So for these, the one that just came out is Marvel Battlegrounds, which is very similar to Super Smash Brothers in type, cool. Where you can up to 4 people battle one another, and it's close quarters arena style, and you can kind of jump, you can grab, you can parry and stuff like that. The issue that I'm having, though, is even though they're coming out with, Black Panther, I have Ant-Man somewhere around here, there's a lot of characters, there's a lot of fan service, like the costumes look really good, all the the styles of like Hawkeye and Falcon and all that, it looks really good, it's very well done, but for a fighter combat multiplayer game, it's actually kind of rough.
Ooh.
So you played Smash Brothers, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so it's very fluid. It's really easy to get into, and it's very responsive as far as like the coding. Your blocks, your dodges, is very responsive. The Infinity 3.0 Marvel Battlegrounds is not all that responsive. It's very action based. So you start an attack, and until that's done, you can't cancel it to block or parry or roll.
Dark Soulsy.
Okay, which yeah. So. That's a good point. Maybe Dark Souls people will be into that style because
I have to try it then.
Because I hate it. It's too restrictive. I need something that's more prone to Batman Arkham Knight, to Super Smash Brothers, where I have more fluidity in my combat, and I just feel so shackled that it's very frustrating. Before we started, you and I were playing Pokken Tournament that just came out today, and I grabbed it and we were playing together. The navigation's really easy. The button combos are pretty interesting. The cutscenes for the specials are a little long, but they're really pretty.
Yeah, it looks cool.
But it's a really cool... I don't care about Pokemon at all. I think we covered that in episode 1. I could give less of a crap about it. But it's a really good fighter. I like fighter games. So my draw to that was more, this is a really interesting... the team that did Tekken is the team that did this with Pokken. It's a very cool game, but it's responsive. I don't know how to parry yet in the game. There are some things... I mean, we only played it for like, a half hour? Not even that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot more that I need to figure out with it. But I don't know. I have a really big issue with it not being as responsive as I want it to be. So I don't know.
I was rocking it with Machamp.
You were turned up. Pikachu is pretty quick, and then you have Lucho Libre Pikachu, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Very S&M Pikachu. It's very confusing. He's all leather bound and very seductive. It's very confusing. He's got a heart tail. So those are the big ones. So we got Skylanders, we got Lego Dimensions, we got Disney Infinity, and then...
Yeah, you're saying my favorite one is right here.
Yeah, so Amiibo is something that I've dabbled in, and I open all of my stuff, Amiibo included, and you are not a box opener. Why?
The box is so pretty. Look at it. It's colors, and it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, here's the thing. You open the box, the dude looks the same.
No, I mean the box colors. Like, you got Lucario here, then you have a really big Lucario, really big Little Mac, a really big Ganondorf, awesome Wario.
But you're never going to resell these.
No, I just like the way they look.
But you don't have... Like, I'm looking at your collection over there, and there's a lot of them.
43.
I don't know, man. Like, if I have 43 items, I'm going to want to open them and mess with them and kind of, like, like we have this awesome little display of all the stuff that we have. Like, that's what I do with my stuff. You're never going to open any of these.
I don't want to. I want to rebuy my Link and Fox so that I can have them in box.
Man, it just confuses my brain. So like Twilight Princess HD remake,
Inbox.
Ganondorf has an interface. The Wolf Amiibo has an interface. Link Zelda and Sheik.
Does Toon Link do anything?
I think so. I think both Links
do the same thing as Link.
Yeah, they both restore arrows. That's why I want it to open so it can do what it was intended to do. Mario Kart, you link up your Amiibos and then you get a costume. It doesn't make sense for me to buy it and not open the thing.
It's called collecting.
Well, I've got a collection so much that when I started scanning all of my Infinity characters in there, I got an achievement that said half the roster, and that wasn't all of my characters. So I'm buying too many of these Infinity things, or am I just buying enough? So I don't know. So I mean, to each their own. I get.
So my ultimate goal.
I don't get what you're doing.
My ultimate goal is to build a shelf, and I want to put the Super Smash roster in order in the game with them in
See,
box.
okay, so I get that. I think that would be cool, but you don't.
I'm like 4 shy.
You don't have that yet.
I need Ryu. I need the ones that came out today.
Ryu came out. Rob came out today.
I have a Rob, but it's not the same Rob.
Roy came out today.
I need
and
a
then
Roy.
the Amiibo Festival ones, which you care very little about.
I'm not an Animal Crossing person at all, so.
All right. Well, that covers it. Like I said, we're going to try to make this one short. We're going to do some Let's Plays pretty shortly, so we're going to start adding that into it as well. So thank you for joining us again on the 4th episode of Watch, Chat, Play.
Come back next week.
Come back next week. We're actually going to take a break from the Bring It Ins this week just because we have a lot going on. But subscribe if you're really into us. If you want to hang out with us on Instagram, follow us at Watch, Chat, Play. Tweet to us at Watch, Chat, Play. We have a PlayStation Network community. You could search Watch, Chat, Play. I'm playing The Division a lot.
I'm playing Smite a lot. So if anyone wants to come in and if you know how to play Smite, teach me. If not, I will try to teach you. I'll be here.
And I've been playing Broforce recently. Which,
that game's so awesome!
Which I could do a whole episode just on Broforce. There's a version of Blade in there. There's a version of Judge Dredd in there. There's like every ridiculous character that's in like crazy old school platformer Contra looking. Like it's a fantastic, ridiculous game.
I think that's a Let's Play.
Yeah, I think that would be a great Let's Play.
All right.
But if you want to join us, find us on Watch Chat Play, join the community, and then we'll see you there. So again, for Watch Chat Play, my name is Devon.
I'm Cameron.
And we'll see you next week.